The Magic Show is brought to you by StarCityGames.com, and check this out. StarCityGames.com is carrying the hottest new Magic the Gathering products for pre-order. This includes Archenemy, Duels of the Planeswalker decks, and Magic 2011, now confirmed to have Baneslayer Angel and Lightning Bolt. Pick up your M11 boxes, Fat Packs, and Intro Packs at the biggest and best Magic retailer on the planet, StarCityGames.com.
Hola, me llamo Ken. Bienvenidos a la Prima Mágica con Evan Irwin. Hi, this is Ken Nagle, and you're watching The Magic Show.
No format I've played in draft before has ever more been about actually building a deck and drafting more like a constructed deck than a normal draft deck.
Like, you really have to just draft a deck in this format. Like, you have to learn how to draft a pile of synergy rather than just like good cards.
Don't draft white. That's my big tip.
Don't draft white. It's just like you got Dawnglare Invoker, but then everything else is kind of poop.
Don't draft black-white. You might 3-0 at a Pro Tour with it, but it's still bad.
The leveler deck is severely underdrafted. White's severely underdrafted, levelers are severely underdrafted. Right now, you can get so many levelers that I would start focusing much more on getting Venerated Teacher, Time of Heroes champions, right? And not worrying about the count, because the count will almost come for itself.
The cards you really want to value more highly are archetypal cards, like Venerated Teacher in your archetype, or Nest Invader in your archetype, whatever the card is that really helps your archetype, because Rise has so many good cards, it's so deep, you're never going to be close to short on playables. So you should pick narrow archetypal cards that you might not play, but if you play it, will turn out to be awesome.
So Archenemy is our new multiplayer product. It allows one person to take on 2, 3, 4 opponents, and through their schemes, make a really good, interesting battle out of it. Just kind of grew out of some of how we were playing, some banter that was going on in the pit. And, you know, before we knew it, some of the playtest names started becoming the real names. And, you know, it was pretty exciting.
Very nice. Do you like pina coladas? Or getting caught in the rain?
Vengevine is going to be worth a lot of money, more money than it's worth now, because like their Bloodbraid goes away and Blightning goes away, and I don't really see any other cards that fight Planeswalker as well.
Jace?
Well, Jace.
Jace, the Mind Sculptor.
Jace is just going to get ridiculous. Like, it's not even close. The card's just going to go through the roof in playability. Like, they're probably going to have to, like, design an answer.
Lodestone Golem will be better. Okay, I see where this is going.
Oracle will die. Lotus Cobra gets better again too. A lot of the smaller, powerful utility creatures, I think, get a little better because the removal is worse.
This first gear is going way up. I pick him up now. I think he's gonna be like 40 bucks plus. Like, he's a mythic, and like not everybody has him. And all the good removal's gone. Pass gone. Maelstrom Pulse gone. Terminate's gone.
Kargan Dragulord, I think, is gonna get a lot better.
My name is Travis Hall. I submitted a story about how my wife and I lost our son. How I would have taught him to play Magic had he lived. He was born with a very rare form of dwarfism. So we knew when we had him we didn't have long. So we made sure we introduced things to him to try to give the most life we could with him while we had him. When we found out we were having a kid, the very first thing I bought him was the Infernal Spawn of Evil card. It's the first thing, I didn't buy clothes, didn't buy anything, I bought that card because my favorite card is Infernal Spawn of Evil. When I submitted my essay, I submitted the picture I took with him, and it's me holding Infernal Spawn of Evil and Infernal Spawn of Evil sort of laying with him. Now, no matter what, this game has, it's always sort of helped hold my life together. My best friends all came from Magic. This is pretty much my #1 hobby. This is what I do if I'm not with my family.
I will consume the meat. Alright, now let's have some fun.
Give it to me?
Yes. Oh boy.
Sí, sí, jalados.
6 cards? Oh, so sick!
Ladies and gentlemen, your Pro Tour San Juan top 8.
Both my matches were not very interactive. I just like didn't draw lands and lost. When I started O2, because of those bad draws, I thought this was like Hawaii all over again. When I went 1-4, just couldn't do anything, just got crushed every round. I went to the restroom, I washed my face, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna play good Magic now. And even if I'm unlucky, I'll just do my best. Be dedicated.
What does that mean?
It means talking to a lot of people, finding out about what's good in the format or bad, reading articles, playing a lot. Like not just trying to get the job done for you. Just like go for it, like be active.
Say Wizards Prince Ancestral Recall, as an additional cost, you have to pay some amount of life. At which point does that life become too much for Jerry T?
I think like 7 is the line. 7 life is probably like just right, maybe like 8 life.
9's too much?
9 is way too much.
I think I might pay 5, but I would not pay 6.
In standard, you probably can't pay more than like 5 life.
If it's more than 6 life, people would not play.
At 8 to 10, you can't really play it in the mid game ever. I mean, that card becomes dead, you know, at a certain point. Even at 10, it's a dangerous card. As a, I guess, a game designer, if they ask me should they print this card, even at 10, I would say don't print it because I don't think it really gains the game doesn't get better.
I would probably not go over 9 because then you can play 2.
12? It's very format dependent. It will be a sideboard card at 17.
In Legacy, the answer is like 18, right? You just kill them if you draw 3 cards.
20. Could be like 19 life and it would be play.
20. Like it will see play. Like as a 1-of in sideboards and like hardcore control mirrors. If it was 19.
I think any answer I give you is going to be unsatisfying.
There is no right answer. That's the whole point of the question.
Then there is no amount of life I wouldn't pay if the context was right. I would pay 100,000 life if the context was correct. Like if, for instance, in MO11, they have these new basic lands where you gain 400,000 life when they enter the battlefield. Then paying 100,000 life is trivial, you know? So no, I guess there's no amount of life I wouldn't pay under the correct context.
Gordos me gustas.
All right, 1 second, and whenever you're ready. Give me like a 6.
All right.